David Fincher's new crime thriller, The Killer, has just been released on Netflix, but isn't any good? Is it worth your time? Earlier this year, a lot of critics were predicting that The Killer would be in consideration for Best Picture at the Oscars, sight unseen, because of course, this is David Fincher. Gone Girl, Social Network, Seven. We won't get into Maine. But he has a near perfect record as it relates to directing films. He has an eye, and he's one of the greatest filmmakers of this generation. That is undeniable. The Killer stars Michael Fassbender, who is in just about every scene. And then there's also an appearance from Tilda Swinton and Charles Purnell. I think Tilda Swinton does a remarkable job in this film, although she's in it less than 10 minutes. She is outstanding. The Killer is centered around Michael Fassbender's character, who is a contract killer whose methods are very measured and calculated. We follow the killer as he fumbles a mark that he was supposed to, and then the person who hired him to kill this person now sends a crew after him, a crew of hitmen after him that ends up nearly killing his wife. And so he has to figure out who did this and then go after them before they finish the job, basically. We get to know the killer through his inner monologue as he chronicles his calculated methods of killing his marks. He is so precise, detailing how he kills his targets, but how it plays out is so different than what he believes or hears in his head. That elevated the film for me because he speaks with so much authority, but in execution, he botches the job. So we're anticipating this precise killing. But then when we see it, it doesn't unfold in that way. That gave it so much suspense when it came to the action sequences. That's how brilliant this film is. It would otherwise be considered a talkie. Again, it is fraught with exposition. The audience is expecting to see one thing, this master marksman deliver with so much precision, but in action, he can't deliver. I think that Michael Fassbender did a really good job, especially he's in every scene. You barely see him utter a word because he has inner monologue going on, and we're just waiting for what he's telling us to actually happen when it doesn't. And then the sound design. It's basically the score, because to make this world fully dimensional, you hear car alarms and sirens and car doors shut, white noise that we would otherwise ignore in our daily lives, in our daily routine. That's what makes this work. Now, he is listening to a song to get into the mode, but that becomes white noise too, because we're in the world by then. This is a recommendation for me. If you're a Fincher fan, it's a no-brainer. But if you're looking for a suspenseful crime thriller, don't let another moment pass without streaming The Killer on Netflix.